welcome back to my channel. It's Brianne. Today we're going to do this makeup tutorial. It's kind of like a peachy pink kind of springy look. It's really easy to do and it's more of a full coverage look, which is kind of what I'm always doing. Okay, so I just want to be real with you guys. Like, I'm sorry for the delay in video from like the first one to now. I've filmed a few videos and I thought it was something that I would want you guys to see, and then I did it and I realized it's not something I do, like the makeup that I do, and I just want to make sure that I'm putting out videos that I actually believe in and that's up to like standards. And although it's only like my first few videos, like I want it to be like good quality and I want you guys to be able to enjoy them. So I am sorry for the little delay. Hopefully now like I'm kind of getting into the groove of it and kind of learning like how to do this. But I really appreciate for you guys who are watching. I hope this is content that can help you guys in furthering your makeup. This is like a huge passion, and I feel like I didn't mention any of this in the other video, but I've always wanted to do this, and I'm finally, getting the courage to do it, and it's really exciting. But I also want you guys to know, like, this is stuff that I 100% believe in, and I'm not going to put a video up just to put it up. Like, I want it to be something like I want you guys to recreate, I want you guys to love, because I love it. So with that said, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you like these kind of videos, and let's get into the makeup look. Alrighty, so first step, we are going to go in with primer. This is the Becca Backlighting Primer. I really like this one because it gives kind of a glowiness to your skin, a little bit of a radiance. I like putting this underneath my foundations, especially if I'm going in something that's a little bit more matte. And I think with this look today, having kind of a natural glowy skin will look really pretty with the pink look. So you just want to kind of push this one in your skin. I kind of just rub it everywhere, not too precise about it. And then we'll just let this one kind of sink in just for a few seconds. Just kind of tap it in. And then after that, we are going to go into doing our eye makeup. Alright, and then next up we're going to go in with eyeshadow today. I'm going to use the Urban Decay palette. This is the Kristen Leanne one. And we'll just take Subscribe on our transition color, and then we'll put 1212 all over our lid. I really like this one because it just looks really natural and it's super easy to do. So we'll just take that Subscribe color and just blend it into our crease. This is just going to be the transition color. And just blend it in. Just going back and forth a few times until you feel like it is blended nicely. And then we'll go ahead and just do the same thing on the other side. This is not a hard look and it's really, really pretty. I'm kind of like an over blender, so if you feel like I'm doing it a lot, I just like to make sure everything is really seamless looking. And then next thing, we'll just go into 1212, that like peachy corally color. And I kind of just start tamping this all over my lid, and then we'll kind of blend it up into the crease. So kind of just get enough product on your lid, just like really tapping it in. And then we will go ahead and just blend it out. And it's just like a really pretty peachy pink kind of color. And it just blends so well with that forest color. So just keep blending until you feel like the colors have mixed. And then we'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. Just tapping it all over the lid. And then same thing, just blending it up with that transition color until you feel like they are meshed together nicely. And then you can also go back in with that color Subscribe and just put it back into your crease, just to bring that like warm brownish color back in there. And then I kind of like to just make like a little bit of a V on the outer edge. Just makes a nice shape for the eye. And then go ahead and just repeat it on the other side. You always want to do the same thing to each eye. You never want to add one color and not do it to the other. And then just bring it into the inner of your eye. And then make sure you don't go too high up to your eyebrows. You want to leave that nice and clean. And then that's pretty much it for the eyes. I'm just going to take a little bit of Lucy, it's just the white color, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my brow bone. Just lightly. And you guys can see I already did my eyebrows off camera, and I just went in with the Anastasia Brow Wiz. It's pretty much the only thing I do, and I really don't do too much with my eyebrows, so I thought I would leave it out this time. But I can definitely incorporate it in other videos as well. And then after that, we're just going to go back into the face. Now that the primer has sat into our skin nicely, we're going to go ahead and just use the MAC Studio Fluid Foundation. Give it a little bit of a shake. And then I use the color NC25. Matches me pretty well. And then this one doesn't have a pump, so you kind of have to just put some on your brush or your beauty blender, whatever you're using. And then I kind of just tamp it into my skin. And then I just do what I always do, just blend it on out. Always bring it down your neck. And this foundation I do kind of need a lot of. It's not too full coverage, so I'll probably go back in a few times and add some layers, just so my skin looks nice and full coverage. And then sometimes I kind of just work in sections. That way the foundation doesn't dry, and then it makes it really hard to blend out. And then I kind of avoid going underneath my eyes since we're going to go there with concealer anyway, so that saves on looking cakey. So if you feel like your under eye ever looks cakey, just don't put any foundation there, because you're going to go and conceal it anyway. And then we'll do our forehead. And then just buff it out. And always bring it up into your hairline, so that way everything looks even. And then I'll kind of finish blending that out with my beauty blender, just because it's kind of hard to get to with this big brush, especially when my brows are already done. So after we finish the foundation, we're going to go ahead and just use the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer. This is in light, medium, neutral. And then we'll go ahead and just do a little bit underneath of our eyes. And I like to bring it up just kind of underneath of where I did my eyeshadow, just so it makes it a little bit cleaner of a line. And then same thing on the other side. And then down my nose, forehead, and chin. And then we'll go ahead and just take your sponge. This is the Morphe sponge. And then I'm going to blend my under eyes out last, just so they don't get creased up while we're blending the rest of our face out. And then I'm just going to kind of continue blending out my forehead, just so it matches up with the concealer. It doesn't look harsh at all. And kind of just blend out your face if you feel like you need to. And then alright, so once we have that all blended out, we're going to go ahead and just use the Mercier translucent setting powder. This is one of my favorites. I use this one pretty much every day. I have a few others that I like, but I always tend to go back to this one. And I just take a little bit on the side of my sponge, and I'll just set underneath my eyes really quick before they crease. No baking today, just going to set it so it doesn't crease and then budge at all. And then I just take a little bit of leftovers and just kind of run it throughout my face, but nothing too crazy. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and go in with bronzer. And today I'm going to use the Benefit Hoola. It's definitely one of my favorites. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use the brush that comes with it today. I like it. It kind of really sculpts out your cheekbones nicely. And then I'll just take this one up on my hairline and on my forehead. Same thing on the other side. And then I'm also going to take just a little bit on the brush, pinch it a little bit, and I'm just going to contour the sides of my nose. Alrighty. And that's all we're going to do for that. And then we're going to go in today with blush. And this one's a really pretty pink. It's Orgasm by NARS. And I'm just going to use this one with my Morphe E4 brush. It's a little angled brush. And then I'll just put this one on the apples of my cheeks. This one goes really well with the eye makeup look since it's like a really pretty pink color. And always make sure to blend it up. I just think it blends in nicely with the bronzer when you do that. And then after that, we're going to go in today with highlighter. I'm going to use the same Anastasia brush, and this one is Champagne Pop by Becca. Oldie and a goodie for sure. So let's take this, put on my cheekbones. And then kind of just run it on my forehead, just kind of connecting it. Same thing. And then down the center of your nose. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and go back into the Mercier powder. I'm going to take a little bit on my sponge and then clean up my contour a little bit. So I just take a little bit on the back of my sponge and then just lightly put some powder there. And this will clean up your contour if it got a little crazy. Okay, so after we go in with that, we are going to go into, let's go ahead and do our lips really quick while we let these bake a little bit. I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever lip liner in 14C. It's like a really pretty pinky color, and we'll just line our lips.
Love me like I'm never gonna leave. Love me like I'm yours. Love me like I'm never gonna leave. Love me like I'm yours. Love me like I'm never gonna leave. Love me like I'm yours.
And then today for lip color, we are going to go in with London by NYX. It is a soft matte lip cream, and it's a really, really pretty color.
Running on a feeling. Keep it on, keep it going while I'm here. Paradise in yours, but I'm not yours and you're not mine. You say you never wanna go, but if you run, you know I won't follow. Love me like I'm never gonna leave. Love me like I'm yours.
Kind of just blend the two at the edges. Here's with my finger. Alright, and then lastly we're going to go in with mascara. Today I'm using the Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. I just have like a little trial size that I got, but it's really good. So go ahead and just coat your lashes. And I always like to fan mine out at the edges. So you always want to work from the middle first, go to the outer, and then move in to the inner corner.
But I'm not yours. yours and you not mine.
And this one goes quick, like you really don't need to do too much. It lengthens really nicely. And then we'll go ahead and do our lower lash line. That done, and then we'll go ahead and just make sure you wipe off the excess powder underneath the contour. Don't want to leave that there. And then that is the completed look. Thank you guys for watching.